Hey, everybody, I'm John Granato. That's Josh Jordan. You can hear me mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. You can hear him Sunday mornings, and you can see all of his work at sportsmaphouston.com. Hit subscribe if you haven't yet so you get all of our content right here. Hey, Josh, this week Mike Florio said that the Texans are tanking if they don't acquire Jimmy Garoppolo. You buying that?
No, but I do believe if Davis Mills doesn't work out, they're essentially tanking. I think they're trying to win and build a quarterback here, but they're not trying to add to the quarterback room. You know, Kyle Allen and these other guys are Davis Mills' competition. They're not trying to do that. And I don't blame Nick. He needs to see what he has with Davis Mills this year. But they didn't go out and add a bunch of big-name free agents. You know, they're not giving any depth in the quarterback room if Mills doesn't work out. I think they're perfectly fine with if Mills is not the guy, then they're going to have a bad record, and then they'll draft up high and take a quarterback.
Well, and you made the point. They're trying to find out what they've got. Yeah, and I know what really, because Jimmy Garoppolo is a savior of an organization? Really? Jimmy Garoppolo cannot put a team on his back, though, and carry that team. Jimmy Garoppolo got to the Super Bowl by throwing in the playoffs for about 83 yards a game. He had a wonderful defense, unbelievable defense. Last year, he gets to the NFC Championship game because of Deebo Samuel and a defense that was spectacular. It wasn't Jimmy Garoppolo. Are you kidding? Davis Mills, listen, if the ceiling is Jimmy Garoppolo, I'm not sure you got your quarterback, if you want to know the truth. I want him to be better than Jimmy Garoppolo. No offense, Jimmy Garoppolo. You've gotten to a Super Bowl. That is awesome, and you got to the NFC Championship game. But it wasn't on your back. It was on your teammates' backs. That's why you got there.
I agree with that 100%. I don't want Garoppolo. I've seen enough of him. I think I know what he is. I'm with you. I think Davis Mills has more upside. A lot of what Florio bases this on, that if the Texans were interested in Garoppolo, they'd be playing this the exact same way. They'd be real quiet. They wouldn't be talking about it. They would want to try and get him to where San Francisco would pick up part of his salary. So I get why Florio thinks that, because he thinks after the Deshaun Watson trade, he sees Caserio as being pretty savvy. And a savvy guy would approach it this way, but I just don't agree. And the other thing he brings up, they didn't want Baker either. So clearly the Texans are all in on Davis Mills, but I would argue it's because they think he has a shot. They think he has a chance.
No, listen, stop already. Stop the Garoppolo. They don't get what's going on here. You're trying to find out if you got a guy. If you've got a guy and he plays pretty darn well, then you don't have to draft a quarterback high. And you've got a quarterback on the cheap, which is the way to go about it. Jimmy Garoppolo is a guy is for a team that has all the pieces and a really, really, really terrible quarterback situation. Then Jimmy Garoppolo can come in and he can help you win games. So that's what Jimmy Garoppolo is for, and he's not for here. And listen, you got to find out with Davis Mills. And if Davis Mills gets hurt again, I think they're in a precarious situation, because you still don't know about Davis Mills, and you probably are drafting pretty high. And you have Cleveland's pick. Hopefully that's going to be pretty high as well. Now you're in a spot. You almost have to. If Davis Mills gets hurt this year and doesn't play out, let's say, more than 6 or 7 games, I think you have to draft a quarterback.
Unfortunately, I think you're right. And the only way I would push back is, Davis Mills was selected by Nick Caserio. Whereas, a guy like Lovie Smith, they kind of just settled on him because that's the way things shook out. So, could Caserio have a little more loyalty to Davis Mills because that's one of his guys? But at the end of the day, John, I'm with you. You only have so many, chances to get one of these top quarterbacks when you're picking that high, and you only have so many chances when it's a good year for quarterbacks too. So I think if you don't have an answer on Davis Mills, I think you still just have to pull the trigger and take that quarterback, because you just don't know when you'll ever have a chance at one of those guys again.
Well, if one of those big guys are up there and you still don't know about Davis Mills because of injury, you got to pull the trigger on that quarterback. You have to.